Hey guys! I think one of the hardest things to do when you have curly hair, especially type 4 curly hair, is try to put it in some sort of sleek bun or style. It is almost impossible. But I have made it work. I've figured it out how to do it the easiest way with the minimal amount of products and effort. So I wanted to show you guys how I got this really sleek bun with my type 4 hair, especially since I've gotten some requests, Danny, to do this video. So yeah, all you're gonna need is damp hair. And you're also going to need some Eco Styler gel, preferably the argan oil or the olive oil kind. It's super inexpensive. You can find it at drugstores. This is the black castor and flaxseed oil. It's not my favorite because it just doesn't give me as much hold as I would like, but it does really help to make my hair feel nice and soft and healthy. So if you're going for that, then I would suggest this kind as well. So the next product you're gonna need is the Oribe Rock Hard Gel. Now, I don't really think that this product is negotiable because it really does make my hair rock hard, smooth, sleek, and shiny, especially since my hair is type 4 and it's almost impossible to do that. So I would suggest this product. This one is just very, very good. Very, very good. So the next thing you're gonna need is a paddle or a boar bristle sort of brush. This is what's gonna really help to smooth and sleek your hair back. And then lastly, you're gonna need some hair ties, some hair elastics, and then you're gonna need some bobby pins, of course. And I think that is all you're gonna need to do this. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. So my hair is pretty damp. It makes it a lot easier to manipulate while the hair is wet versus dry, because if you're trying to brush dry hair, it's just going to break. It's not going to do what it wants to do, especially since your hair is pretty much set into place once it's dry. So I start with damp hair and I start kind of just smoothing it back like this, just trying to make sure that it's like damp enough to move around pretty much. So I'm gonna take some Eco Styler gel. I'm very generous with this stuff. So taking a big clump of this into my hands, and then I'm gonna start applying the gel around the perimeter of my hair, so that way when I slick it back into a ponytail, there's pretty much product on it already, and it makes it a lot easier, as you can see, to start slicking it back. And then I'm gonna take another clump of this just for the back of my hair. And just really working that up. So you're gonna find it gets really thick around here, and it's probably because the hair is all bunched up and you're trying to put it into a bun. So what I like to do is very gently tug at the ends, and you'll see that it makes it a lot smoother once all the hair is kind of gathered and going the same way, if that makes sense. And you'll see it starts to get a lot sleeker and easier to put into a ponytail. So once I have something like this, and I'm gonna start smoothing my hair upwards. And just be very, very gentle. You don't wanna rip your hair, especially since the hair on the edges are pretty fine and delicate. And if you find that your hair is not laying down properly or it still looks a little messy, you can always apply a little bit more gel, but I have another product that I love that I'm gonna layer right on top of this. So to do that, I'm gonna take one of my hair ties, and I'm just going to very kind of loosely set this bun into place. That's fine. I mean, honestly, depending on how rough the day is, I might finish off like that. But I'm gonna take, this is like my holy grail sleeking product. This is like, I don't even know how it's so good. It's the Oribe Rock Hard Gel. So I'm taking not too much of this, especially since the product is white, but it dries clear and it dries pretty fast also. So I'm just smoothing this onto my hands, and then I'm going to sleek that on, and I'm kind of plastering it on. I really want a good coating of this because this is really what's gonna make my hair look sleek and smooth. So I'm just doing this sort of thing and making sure that my hair is completely covered all around the perimeter. Don't forget the back. And then once I have this product on, I'm going to very gently smooth that in, brush that in, just making sure that all the product is distributed. And then as I'm smoothing, I'm also pressing the product into my hair to make sure that it's penetrated way below the top layer. Okay, so you're gonna have some sort of cone head situation like this. So I like to just do this sort of thing. Gather it up again, remove this hair tie, be very gently that you don't rip any of your hair out, but you shouldn't have done it too tight anyway, so just gathering again, doing one last gathering. So while I'm holding the ponytail, I have my free hand. I'm gonna dip back into that Eco Styler gel and start smoothing this onto the loose ends of my hair. And what this does is help it all kind of tuck very neatly into the bun. If I don't do this, I'm gonna have hair peeking out, poking out. I'm gonna get like a curly puff ball. I don't want that. I want some sort of sleekness, and I want my hair to be able to tuck in nicely. So just take a pretty generous amount of this. I'm kind of just glooping it on, actually. And I find that my hair just works a lot easier once it's kind of drenched in this gel. So it looks a little crazy at the moment, but once everything's smoothed, it's gonna look pretty good. And smoothing it, so you can see once I gather all the ends, it's gonna be pretty smooth, right? So once I have my ends drenched in gel, I'm going back in with my hair tie. I'm gonna gather my hair where I want it because this is where we're gonna secure our bun. So I tie it around 1, 2, and then 1/3 time. But as I'm gonna wrap it around the 3rd time, I'm gonna take some of the longer bits and put that in the front because those will help to tuck the shorter bits behind, as you can see. So I'm just manipulating it a little bit. The shorter pieces are here in the middle, and then I'm just gonna work the longer pieces kind of to the front, and that'll be our cover. So I'm just gonna take the scrunchie all the way and then try to tuck those ends somewhere here in the back like that. So what you can do with this end here is, if you can't tuck it underneath the bun, you could take a bobby pin and just wrap that around and secure that into place. So you're pretty much done unless you want to sleek down your baby hairs, which I like to do. So I go back in with that Rock Hard gel. I don't take too much, I think that's a good enough amount. And then I just put a little bit of that on my baby hairs because nothing works. Like, no, I haven't tried an edge control other than like this product that actually keeps my edges intact, because my hair is so kinky that my edges just start curling up again and just doing all these crazy things. So I like the Rock Hard gel because it just seals it into place. I know my baby hairs aren't moving. I don't even need to lay a scarf on it to keep it laid. Like, it'll just stay. It's just so good. If you want to, you could use your toothbrush, you could use a spoolie, mascara wand, whatever you want to do, but I'm just very gentle with this, and I don't go too crazy with the baby hair situation. And that should be pretty secure. So if you want to, like I said, you can add a scarf just to lay that down. I'll show you how I do that. I just take any sort of silky looking scarf. I got a 2-pack from Amazon, and I just tie that around my edges. And then you could leave this on for like maybe 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, or a little bit longer overnight. So this is how I maintain this style for actually a few days, is just wrapping it like this. I'll sleep with the I'll sleep with a silk pillowcase. just in case the head wrap falls off, because it usually does, and it keeps the bun pretty safe also. And then in the morning time, once I take the scarf off, if I find that it's just a little bit mangled or whatever, I can take a little bit of water, maybe not in the spray bottle, but just from the sink, and just kind of reactivate the product, because the product's in there, it'll reactivate, and then you can just smooth your hair back. So today I got very lucky, and I don't have any pieces hanging out of my bun or falling out or anything like that. But if you find that there are any pieces that aren't like kind of sitting well, you could take a bobby pin and kind of just tuck that into the bun, your pieces, and you should be fine. Just get one that's like black or brown sort of bobby pin, and that should conceal it. But that's pretty much it. This is the quickest video. I mean, it's such an easy thing to do, but the technique and the products and the combination that I use is what really helps to make it really sleek, because I've used some other products and they just don't give me the amount of hold and sleekness and shine that this combination gives me. So let me know what you guys think. I am sleek bun for life. I love you all. I thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.